From the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, which has condemned and denounced in the strongest terms the aggression launched by Iran against the sisterly state of Qatar, which constitutes a flagrant violation of international law and the principles of good neighborliness. It is unacceptable and cannot be justified under any circumstances. So this is the latest condemnation coming in from Saudi Arabia, and we do understand that air spaces are being closed, and the latest to close its airspace is Kuwait. Dharamjot Kaur is our correspondent. She is in the newsroom. Dharamjot Kaur, have you gathered any information, any latest information as to flights?
Well, Eric, there is information coming that Pakistan International Airlines have also suspended their operations for Doha, Kuwait, Bahrain and Dubai. And this decision has been taken sensing the worsening situation in the Gulf region. As you just pointed out a few moments back, that Kuwait is the latest country to temporarily close its airspace. I will quickly go through what their statement has read. The Kuwait has said that in interest of the country's security and safety, and in light of precautionary measures taken in a number of neighboring countries, the state of Kuwait has announced the temporary closure of its airspace as a precautionary measure effective today until further notice. So at this point, all countries, including Kuwait, Qatar, Bahrain and UAE, that have shut their airspace have not given a deadline so far. Their airspace has been shut indefinitely for the moment, though temporary but indefinite. It is yet to be ascertained with respect to how many number of flights have been impacted at this point, Eric. Like I mentioned before, there are several airlines who are now putting out travel advisories and precautionary statements. We heard from Air India Express and Indigo Airlines, both Indian airlines. We heard from Egypt Air, and the latest coming in from Pakistan International Airlines as well. I think as we speak, more developments will be coming in with respect to other international airlines taking calls and issuing advisories. Given that several countries have now shut their airspace, this is clearly going to have an impact on upcoming flights, even on the flights that are currently en route, which might have to change their course given the situation that has unfolded in West Asia, Eric.
DJ, keep your eyes out. I'll just have to add a note here. Egypt Air also says flights to Gulf cities have been suspended until regional situation stabilizes. And this is a post from Egypt Air, which says in view of the events that the region is experiencing and the closure of the airspace in a number of countries in the Arabian Gulf, it has been decided to cancel Egypt flights from Cairo airport to the Arabian Gulf cities and vice versa until the situation stabilizes in the region. Let's just give you a glimpse of the situation as it unfolds. We have a map for you of some of the air bases which are on target by Iran, as you can see on your screen. These are some of the United States air bases which are on target by Iran, and Iran began by attacking the Al Udeid air base, which is the main air base, or United States main air base, which is based in Qatar. It was attacked by short-range and medium-range ballistic missiles originating from Iran. At this time, there are no reports of US casualties. We are monitoring the situation closely and will provide more information as it becomes available. DJ, on your screen is some of the bases that are on target by Iran. Probably you can explain to us the importance and the significance of some of these air bases, military air bases in Gulf states.
Well, absolutely, Eric. In fact, the U.S. has a broad military presence in at least 19 locations across the entire region, and they have thousands of U.S. troops present over there. In fact, like you rightly mentioned, the Al Udeid Air Base in Qatar, it's one of the biggest. In fact, it's the largest base that U.S. has over there. It's 24 hectare big. The military troops over there are up to 10,000 in number. The air base is just shortly off the capital of Doha. It is also the forward headquarters for U.S. Central Command, which is basically the direct command center for U.S. military operations in the entire region that America operates, Eric. So clearly, Iran's attack targeting one of the biggest bases and a central command for West Asia for U.S. in essence, which is at the Al Udeid Air Base. There are several other key bases, as we mentioned, in Bahrain, in Kuwait, in UAE as well. All of these countries, like we saw, they have also shut their airspace in anticipation of any attacks that may come in. We heard just a short while back that there were early reports which suggested that the attacks would happen soon, and within minutes we saw Iran launching its operation as a retaliation to America's strikes on 3 of Iran's nuclear bases. Now, other countries like Iraq and Saudi Arabia, Jordan, even Syria for that matter, is now on high alert to ensure that any possible incoming strike from Iran can be preempted should Iran take the decision to keep carrying on with this operation. At the moment, impact has only been witnessed and targeted at the Al Udeid Air Base in Qatar. Other countries which have several US bases, as we saw on the screen right now, they are on alert. As you rightly mentioned, no casualties have been reported, as Iranian officials have also pointed out in their statement, and also exclusively to WION, that they had in fact informed Qatar in advance before carrying out the strikes that they just did a few moments ago, Eric.
Well, DJ, stay with me. This is breaking news coming in at this hour.